out here at the T-Mobile Center for the Big 12 Media Day to kick off the 2021-22 college basketball season. We're going to speak to some of college basketball's best coaches to see if they can handle the member for a day full court press. Welcome to Kansas City. How many times have you been ejected in your career?
Once. Scott Thornley, bad call.
Once.
We were at Wyoming, 17 minutes left in the second half, and I used a bad term. I said,
And it's complete.
BS. He gave me a technical for arguing a call, not cussing.
Can you bleep stuff out? It was as an assistant coach, if you can imagine. If my assistant did this, it would be absolutely a nightmare.
And then I said, that's BS, but I actually said it.
Yep.
And he said, hey, I don't want to hear that crap from you. And I said, well, that's because I said it again. So he gave me a second one.
But I was like 25, and it was completely a bad deal. I mean, the guy got suspended for doing it. It was a really bad deal.
Do you remember what happened?
Oh, I remember. I can tell you the whole story off camera.
And he chased me, and we were down about 15. And it's amazing. I turned to my guys, and not one of them stood up wanting to be the coach.
It was brutal. It was the only time in my life I've ever been ejected, and it was an assistant.
And then we cut it to about 5, and every one of them were fighting over each other, wanting to be the head coach at that time. So they sent me back to the locker room, and I think I listened to it on the radio after that.
It's horrible. My assistants don't even know that. Now they're going to think they got a longer rope.
I think 3 times. One in junior college.
I don't think double digits.
Wow.
Probably close.
Probably less than 10.
Just once.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't have that many technicals either.
I was ejected one time as a high school varsity coach in my first year.
One in the ABA, professional basketball.
Yeah.
Got my money's worth on that one. That was my favorite. I was basically tired of being on the bench. I wanted to leave early, and I was deserving of the ejection. I deserved it.
I got thrown out in the first minute of the game.
I was right every time.
Do you remember that time?
I remember it. It was unfortunate. It was in Waco. It was late in the game. I tried to save it a little bit by shaking the hands of the opposing team before I left.
Okay, I like that.
And the officials, 2 of them were guys that I had had for games when I was younger and had a relationship with. And I felt like personally they were kind of like going to be on my side. And then for whatever reason during the game, I didn't feel like that was how things went.
And then one at Texas Tech. His coach Huggins told me one time, hey, if you're going to do it, get your money's worth.
Actually, I was down at the other end of the bench. I didn't even know what happened. Coach Bartow was really upset at Dan Chrisman for throwing me out in the first minute.
Yeah, that might be some kind of a record.
Probably challenged some calls with a loud voice and probably more demonstrative than I'd like to be ever again. Yeah. But nonetheless, that landed me in the locker room. And I can, as we're talking about it, take myself right back to that moment right now and remember being in the locker room after saying, now what do you do once you get kicked out of one of these things? So only once.
Favorite coach to coach against?
You know, I always like coaching, against the best guys. They make you better. And I'd say Bill Self would be one that I always enjoy going against. I have a lot of respect for him.
How about least favorite coach to coach against?
Bill Self.
The one guy that I probably enjoy coaching against the most would be Hugs.
Probably Hugs. He's pretty enjoyable. I mean, he makes the game fun.
A total respect.
Yeah.
B, the dude's won 900 games. Yeah. There's something about going against somebody that is certainly a pillar of our profession.
It kind of takes pressure off you for the officials, too.
Favorite coach to coach against? By the way, before you answer this, almost every coach we've interviewed so far has said you.
Why would they say? Well, that's because they beat us all the time. I can tell you who I enjoy beating is Bill Self. It doesn't happen very often, but when it happens, I'm pretty happy about it.
And least favorite coach to coach against?
I detest going to Lawrence. Detest it.
That's really hard because I never wanted to play against coaches that were really good friends.
Yeah.
Because it'd be tough on them when the game was over. But now it's gotten a little easier from the standpoint you can brag about them before the game and after the game. So I'm not going to give you a one specific answer. I'm giving you a general theme.
Okay. You obviously won the
I
national
avoided that pretty well.
Yeah, it's fine. If you could choose one song to play every time you walked in the arena, what would you choose and why?
Ooh. Great question.
Gosh, that's a great question.
That's a tough question, but I'd have to say Springsteen, Born to Run. That's kind of what I play every day on the way to work. So
Country Roads, easy.
Done.
Oh, that's hard.
How much time do I have? Can I call a friend on this one?
That was a fascinating question because this actually happens. In Stillwater, every time I walk out, they play Jay-Z's public service announcement.
Nice.
The intro allowed me to reintroduce myself.
Nice.
And so, yeah, I think that's here to stay.
By the way, some of the coaches have songs when they walk in the arenas.
Yeah, they're talking about this at our place. It's probably a little more attention on me than I might normally like.
I think 21 Days on the Road by Corey Morrow means a lot to me because I think about my coaching journey. Plus, my daughters love the song. Hard to pick one, but if I had to, there you go.
So I'm a huge U2 fan. Obviously, everyone's probably doing the Metallica song. That's an easy one.
There's a song that we're discussing. I think it's Red Hot Chili Peppers, and the song is
It's got to be some U2 song, maybe Bad, or I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But those are hard. Those aren't hype songs. Those are my personal hype songs.
Yes.
I can hear it. It's Can't Stop. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Can't Stop.
To walk into arena is different. Like Dre's God's Plan, we played that the whole time during the Final Four. That was coming out during our Final Four run, and being a Catholic school and everything, we were always talking about God's plan and all the stuff that happened in my life. So I played that. But to walk into arena, that's a different one.
Do you have any superstitions?
Interviews.
Not particularly.
No.
Really?
No.
Not really.
Many.
Wow.
Too many.
You know, you're the first one who said yes to that. We've interviewed a bunch of coaches today.
Coaches are lying to you.
And do you care to share with us?
My sock game's a little ridiculous. If we get on a winning streak, I'll keep rolling with the same pair of socks.
Really?
Yeah,
You'll wash them?
Almost. Do not wash them.
Wow.
We have routines, I'd say, more than superstitions.
Man, there's very few of you coaches that have superstitions. I don't know if it's like a basketball thing.
Really?
Coach Beard was the only one who really does.
What does he got?
If he goes on a win streak, he doesn't wash his socks and he wears them for every single
It's
game.
disgusting.
Oh, I got lots of superstitions.
We got time.
Same music, same songs, same routine. I think Coach Kruger taught me some of his superstitions. Shout out for you, Coach Kruger.
Hang them up very quickly after the game. Only wear them for the 2-hour game. So, still not great hygiene, but superstition. That was your question.
When he's on a winning streak, he doesn't wash his socks and he wears them for every game. So keep in mind.
Don't stand next to him.
I was going to say, next time you play each other. So if you're going for a 20-game win streak, you're keeping the same socks?
Have never won 20 games in a row in Division I, but we did get on quite a roll a couple seasons ago where the socks were a little bit starchy.
I can't wait to see Chris.
All right, Coach. We're in your home city?
I was born here, yeah.
Born here. So this is going to be an easy one. I'll give you a layup to start.
Okay.
Which state are we in?
Missouri.
I
like these softball questions. Keep them coming. Let's go.
So we're obviously in Kansas City. This is going to be an easy one for you. Which state are we in?
we're in the state of Missouri right now. Pains me to say that, Missouri, but we're in the state of Missouri.
You obviously won the national championship last year. How many days until you started working again? Did you kind of take any time to enjoy?
Right away, coaches are always thinking the next thing. So we won it that night. I stayed up all night answering texts and trying to come up with thoughts for parade and whatnot. First all-nighter since college, and they're a little harder the older you get.
Favorite memory at Madison Square Garden?
We got a lot.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
do.
that's our place, and they used to joke that we had more wins than the Knicks one year there. But
You're talking to a Knicks fan here, easy. How about favorite memory from the run in March Madness with Loyola?
No doubt, it was when we were subbing in and out, and some of the bear hugs that we gave. And then you're sitting there with all your guys, all that you went through. The confetti's coming down. You know the whole world's watching. You got your family right there in your eyesight. It was maroon and gold confetti. It went in my pocket. We celebrated for like 2 hours. Water got poured on. And I had a really nice shirt. and it got maroon and gold stains ran down the shirt. And I have that on a hanger, and I will not wash it or wear it again. When you're sitting on that stage and you're going to the Final Four, it's just pure joy.
You know, your look last year was a beard, longer hair. How long did the beard actually get during the pandemic?
It got pretty long. I never really had a beard like that. And then I don't think my hair was ever that long.
Did it affect the performance of the team?
Oh, absolutely not. They don't pay attention to me whether I shave or don't shave. This is Coach XYZ. How about that? I mean, you couldn't get something better than that? Oh my God. Coach XYZ. Here, I'm going to sign Coach XYZ.